Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They are led out by the final quarterback selected in the 2019 draft, the former Nittany Lion. It's Trace McSorley.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And the Jags grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now McSorley, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's McSorley to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
McSorley sets to pass. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. 3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Going to give it to Love. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Snell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Benny Snell with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Jones. The numbers for Jones last week, 12 carries, 88 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15.
Here we go.
A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A good return there, 17 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, it's Snell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Brought down by Jabril Peppers. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. McSorley from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Down. 8-3.
First down, Tennessee.
McSorley 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Love. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the Titans first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Devin Funches. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. This is Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is McSorley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go, again. Here I come again. Here I come. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Love. And down inside the 15 he goes.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, McSorley stepping up. He's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Trace McSorley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Titans 34.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now
As this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Ready.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the screen.
Now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. He's got the tight end, Vanette. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now McSorley. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the one down in Carson, where it'll be the Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC. Bears, Redskins from FedEx Field. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, McSorley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McSorley sets to pass. Funches with a catch over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's McSorley to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Off of play action, it's McSorley. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards.
To throw again on second down. McSorley rolling to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
And the Titans first down.
You don't know no better.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Stick the
Rashawn
oar.
Gary on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. No gain on the dump off at second down. On second down now, Snell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
70, Indy.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Defense.
Super toe.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Holding offense.
That's on Jawan Taylor, second-round pick from Florida. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. McSorley once more looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on, set. 90, ball. 59, Mike to 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 5.
Now Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll drop the throw. Hooking up here with Maurice Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. That's Hudson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to number 87.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
False start, offense.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Love. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. I got you, son. I got you. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Jaguars first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hudson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
On the ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. This is Austin Kroll. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
4 down, check, 4 down. Check, go. Hit it.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The guilty party chants Womack, the guard out of Alabama. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
Easy work. It's ready up.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
3rd and 2.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hudson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down.
Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
All day, every day, any day.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.